Hey, howdy, hey, everybody. Happy Saturday night. It's Disney Night Live.
Conga, Loosh, and Aloha.
What's going on?
You guys,
Hello, humans.
it's so good to be home. It
Thank
is
you.
so good to see you, my
It's
friends.
good to see you, Jay. We missed you with your. Is that a fez? Is that
It
what
is
that's
my
called?
fez. I have returned from the a harrowing Jungle Cruise adventure, which has kept me away for weeks. It is like the Empire Strikes Back of Jungle Cruise adventures. We have been on the run. We have fought the bad guys. We have lost. There are people we have to go and or call friends we have to go and find and save. And oh, I'm just so glad to be home.
Thank you for being here, and Don, you
I
as
missed you
well.
guys. I
We
missed our
missed you,
audience.
man. We missed you. We're glad you're here with us on
I I
tonight's live.
I hate missing Saturdays so much. I have hired my spouse at my job. Chris right now is doing my job so that I can be here every Saturday.
Well, thank you.
Well,
Big shout out to Chris as well for that,
Because I'm
and to you.
sick and tired of missing Saturday nights. So I have put my spouse to my at my job. Please don't embarrass me. Please don't embarrass me. Because this is more important than my job.
No. Listen, a job is important, but we are
Dude,
happy you're here
in a
with us
year, in
nonetheless.
a year, I won't be on that. I won't be in that job anymore, but I still be here.
Right. Well, you'll be here on the live. I wanna let everybody know we are live. Obviously, we're a live stream that comes to you every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, called Now That's Disney's Disney Night Live. We're all over social media. You can catch us on Now That's Disney on Facebook and YouTube. We are on Instagram and Twitter and streaming everywhere. We're also a podcast that we put out a recording of our live show. I put one out earlier, Best of Disney Food, from several weeks ago. So that's up and available wherever podcasts can be found. And
I apologize to you in the audience because usually I like to take those. I like to put the music so when they go to Magic World, it sound that's a little extra to them. But
right.
I have been lost on this Jungle Cruise adventure, and I'm so sorry. I will not.
That's all right.
Not put the music in again. I promise.
That's no problem. I only put one up because it's been a little while, so I wanted to get a new podcast out there, and we want to make sure we say Happy Memorial Day to everybody out there, and we can talk about that for a couple minutes. And Don, maybe you wanna just give us some background history on Memorial Day, like you were talking about earlier.
well, I'm going to start off with there's three major holidays that the United States celebrates that revolve around our armed forces. We have Armed Forces Day to celebrate the people that are still in uniform serving
Right.
today. We have Veterans Day in November, celebrating the people that have worn the uniform. And we have Memorial Day to remember the people that have been buried in their uniform.
Right.
So Memorial Day started off shortly after the Civil War
Mhm.
as Remembrance Day. Is when all the Civil War widows would get together,
Mhm.
go down to the cemetery, and decorate the graves of their fallen husbands. And it actually was Remembrance Day or Decoration Day. So, and then it turned into Memorial Day.
Right. What have I
So,
done?
I will tell you
and
guys,
again,
I'm on a serious note. I'm married to a combat vet, so this weekend in our house is always a very quiet weekend. There's no
yes,
TV on. There's no music on the radio. He takes it
where
very seriously. It's a very solemn weekend
yes,
here.
where I'm from, Memorial Day is the official start of summer. Everyone breaks out their white clothes again.
Hmm.
They have the barbecues, and the Hamptons
Hmm.
start to hop. That's not what Memorial Day is about. Memorial Day is supposed to be a somber holiday.
No,
Um,
I worked today, and it was so busy because everyone was coming getting supplies to go. Everybody in town went to the river this weekend to go have a good time.
Right. And that's what it becomes. But
Yeah.
while you're doing that, you need to remember what the focus of the holiday is, and again, all the people in the armed forces that have put themselves on the line
I'm
and
I'm
sacrificed themselves for
I'm
us.
back. I'm going to say something controversial. I think Memorial Day every store should be closed.
Right? Yeah. I mean, for it, to honor.
Yeah,
Right.
everybody should be
Yeah.
staying home.
We've made it
Bar-
about barbecues and
barbecue if
stuff.
you want, but barbecue
Right.
in remembrance of.
Right. Mhm.
Now, normally I have a Disney backdrop behind me, but
Mhm.
I've got the that's one of the regiments I was in. Um, some people might recognize the crest as the 506 Parachute Infantry Regiment, the made famous by the movie Band of Brothers. And
Oh, okay.
during
Yeah.
during part of my career, I was assigned to the Combat Support Company, 1st Battalion, 506 Infantry. So,
Well, thank you,
you,
Don, and thanks to Chris and everyone else out there that has served and again put their life on the line for the everyday person like myself. I
thank you for your service, your
Yeah.
sacrifice, for what you continue to battle afterwards.
I wonder because I've never actually even looked into it. Does Disney do anything in remembrance or to honor this
Well,
holiday or other
I've
holidays for
never.
armed forces?
That I may have to make that a point of going to Disney
Yeah.
Yeah.
during Memorial Day once, but I've never been there for Memorial Day. I know every day they pick a veteran out of the crowd
Right.
for the flag retreat.
Right.
And
That's right. Okay.
And I actually had one of my uncles that was a Coast Guard veteran got picked one year once to do it. So that was a big, he's since passed, but that was a big memory he had.
Right. Yeah. And again, I want to welcome everybody tuning in tonight to Now That's Disney's Disney Night Live. We see you in the comments, and thank you
I
for
just
joining.
want to say real quick, because it's just for the military. I haven't had a chance to say that yet, but we are going to do it at some point. Shades of Green is so fantastic. It is right there on the monorail loop. It is a 5-minute walk to the Poly, and you pay based on your rank. So the higher the rank, the higher you pay. The lower the rank, the lower you pay.
Oh, that's a good setup.
Great way for service people to visit Disney World, and you can get your tickets there at the military rate.
Right.
And if you're not military, you're not welcome on that property.
Mm.
If you're not staying there, you're not welcome on that property. You can't just come and hang out. It is strictly for our service people.
Right. And well deserved. Yeah.
I believe as a veteran, I have the right to use that also, but I'm not.
Right.
I'm not retired. I'm not disabled. I don't want to take away from someone that would need that.
Okay, is it wrong that I'm gonna make Chris use it just because someone has to report on it?
Yeah,
someone's got to go and be able to talk about.
Yeah,
it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make for Now That's Disney.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people are aware that it's there.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
it's just something I just recently started using the Veterans Administration because I was afraid of taking away from those that do need that health care, and now I've realized, hey, I am one of those people.
You serve this country, you are entitled to that forever.
Right, and I think the reason it's not talked about, like people do vlogs and stuff on Disney and resorts, but of course they can't just go there to vlog around, so you don't hear that much about it. Which,
and from what I hear, it is probably the quietest hotel on property because it's military families, and so their respect level for it is a little different. The expectation of be seen, not heard, is a little higher. So it's a very well behaved hotel from what I've heard.
Nice. Well, good. And I mean, I'm happy it's there, and the more services that are there.
It's between, even though one is shut down right now, it's between 2 golf courses. So that's your thing. I mean, there's a whole weekend right there.
Definitely. I wonder. I'm gonna take a second also to just say hello to our friends over at D Magic World. So if you're a fan of streaming Disney music, dmagicworld.com is our sponsor, and they play our shows on Tuesdays and Sundays at 2 p.m. So if you are listening to Now That's Disney's Disney Night Live, we'd like for you to get in touch with us and let us know if you're a veteran and if you stayed at Shades of Green. We love to hear from all of our viewers and have as much as engagement as possible.
Dude,
So
I think I would love to see I'd love to share their picks. I would love to actually have them come on and talk about their experience.
yeah,
Because it's one of
definitely.
those, it's very shrouded in mystery.
Right. Yeah. Not a lot of people know about it. So again, dmagicworld.com, Nonstop Disney Magic. Again, they're our sponsor. They are awesome people that tune in and listen to live stream music from D Magic World. And again, sometimes they put up with us and listen to us. So check them out. They are also available for requests. You can get in touch with them and let them know what you want to hear. And don't forget to check on the Now That's Disney icon at the top and click on that. It takes you right to our Facebook group.
Okay, so 2 points there. One, I have requested music from Disneyland Paris, and D Magic World has provided.
Yeah.
And I know, because I've been gone for 3 weeks, no one has harassed the lovely D Magic World audience by telling them you folks are the sexiest listeners, the most discerning, and the people with the best taste on the entire internet. And we can't thank you enough for listening to us on Sundays and Thursdays. You beautiful people.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, and tune into them all the time. Again, I've done the same. I've requested music, and you know, it's cool because it's not like they just say request music and then don't play it. They play it, you know.
Dude, I missed you guys so much that I actually was playing D Magic World at work. I was over the loudspeakers on Sundays and Thursdays so I could hear you guys.
That's funny.
I mean, everybody in that store listened to D Magic World, and Now That's Disney.
There's nothing wrong with it. I tuned in last week, and I think it was it was the Wilderness Lodge loop, you know, which I thought was great, and nobody would even know what that is because it's just calm, relaxing music. But I requested some of my favorites, you know. So Tapestry of Nations is always one of my go-tos that I request.
Dude, they played me some Phantom Manor. I was like, yes,
that's great.
So Jay, when you do move down here, you can always get a job working for Winn-Dixie or Walgreens because every Winn-Dixie in Florida has a liquor store attached to it.
You know, I don't know because this was only supposed to be a temporary gig until we move.
Yeah,
and I went into this with I told them, I'm like Kevin Spacey in that one movie. I want the least amount of responsibility possible. Okay, I want to be the lowest man on the totem pole, and everything rolls uphill from there.
Yeah, but it seems to have shifted.
The family that owns this business, because they own the hotel in town, they own a bunch of businesses.
Oh wow,
they're a very nice, kind people, and they have taken really good care of me.
Good.
They gave me a job when I needed one, and they actually trust me to run their business for them by myself with no one around. And what happened was, because it's just been me and my manager, that's us. It's just the two of us running the store 7 days a week.
Wow.
And unfortunately, something happened to his mom, so he had to fly back to Nepal, no warning, overnight.
Yeah, I know. Hopefully everything's okay.
I'm hoping so, but it's put our movie back a little bit because I said I would stay till he gets back 2 months to 10 weeks from now because I want to help. They've taken good care of me. His wife, my husband, we're all working at the store together. It's like a family business right now, and we are going to keep this ship afloat until he gets back, and I can go, here's your keys. I didn't break anything. Peace out. Love you. Bye.
I'll see you on the flip side.
Oh, so I'm just trying to make sure that I don't muck this up, as the British like to say.
I think you're doing all right. I would think it's safe to say you're doing okay. What's the first topic of Disney news or things? I know I have some things I want to discuss. Right?
Did you guys talk about the Starliner closing? Because I really, 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 really want to talk about that.
We talked about it, but we can go over it again because we didn't get your opinion.
Okay. Who didn't see this coming? Seriously.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what we said.
We called this. I think when I joined the show, Dave, you and I called this at the same moment, at the same time. That year and a half, 2 years max. This thing is done. It's not sustainable.
No, it's not. It's not, and it wasn't. So now, where do we go from here? And Don and I were discussing that.
They're definitely not going to river country yet. They're going to try to. And this thing costs so much money
Yeah.
They're going to
Oh,
try
yeah.
to make that back. So, but how
Well,
are they going to do it?
well,
Right.
here was an idea we floated. I floated last. How about they hoop-de-doo review it?
Right. Some dinner
Oh
shows.
my God, yes, but with hotel rooms
Well,
that don't cost $5,000 for a 2-night stay.
That
if they,
too.
how about they run? If they run 2 dinner shows a day.
See, that's what I was thinking was it would become a hotel at like a deluxe price point for the only 100 rooms they have, but the rest of it would be open. The bar, the restaurant, the shop. You would come in and just like Space 220, do the woo
Right.
up the pod.
Take the box truck up to outer space.
Right, or you could take it from Galaxy's Edge to the hotel, because they can't retheme it to anything else. It's going to have to stay
Yeah.
in the sequel trilogy. But I think we're going to see a completely open access hotel. You're not going to see these actors anymore. These actors would cost so much money. It's going to be taken under regular cast members. The shows will be over. It'll just be a regular hotel with you can visit with some really crazy expensive hotel rooms.
Right. So Mark is saying some problems with it. It has no regular transportation to and from the parks.
No.
Well, you have the box truck. I mean, it's almost like a heist or being
you
kidnapped.
can keep the box truck, but
Yeah.
you are going to have like Disney buses come to the front so that people could,
Right.
pod back down to Earth and take the bus to Epcot.
Yeah, I mean,
Well-
some of the element of surprise or that I'm in space thing is going to go away with the retheming. Probably. I mean, you can't pretend.
I don't know. You do a Space 220 every time. I mean, that is
Yeah.
what it's designed for.
And you need a ticket into Epcot to get to Space 220.
Yeah.
So you would need a ticket into Hollywood Studios for this. Again, what I thinking of a dinner show. It would be great if they could do a time warp thing, because part of the backstory is that's the ship that Han and Leia honeymooned on.
Okay, I'm still cracking up at how hard they have tried to shoehorn every bit of Star Wars into this Star Cruiser.
Right.
It's 200 years old. Every character we're ever going to talk about has been on this ship.
Yeah. I mean, and so Mark's bringing up some good points about it. How far of a ride from Galaxy Edge in the back of a box truck is the resort?
It's what, 10 minutes? And there's a whole show once you get in that van.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's all themed. I mean, I've seen the vlog, but I didn't know it was so it's like a typical bus ride, Disney bus ride.
Okay. Follow me here. Let's go out on a limb. Let's get a little blue sky here.
Don just came up with an idea.
Imagine getting on the box truck in Hollywood Studios. You enter a wormhole time warp, and you go back, and the dinner show is Han and Leia's reception.
Okay, I love this idea, and I see Han and Leia's reception, and I raise you anything Grogu, because I would sell my soul for a Grogu experience on that hotel.
All right, so you can have different shows where you enter the wormhole and it shoots you to a different timeline.
I want to see the baby, as he said in the show.
Yeah,
well,
the whole
Grogu
timeline thing is like.
Well, Grogu is, as Dave and I and Kim. How did he keep Grogu with Kim around when? Because I figured Kim was going to kidnap Grogu.
So
right?
here's my idea for the Star Cruiser, because now we're spawning ideas. And after seeing all the people follow Mando and Grogu around at Hollywood Studios, I say this is what you do. You have Mando and Grogu come out in Hollywood Studios, and you just have them walk directly to the Star Cruiser, 10, 15 minutes in all, and have all these people follow. Next thing you know, they're eating and they're drinking, spending money.
Okay, Dave, I love this idea, but again, I see you, and I raise you Grogu. Here's what I want to do. I want to take all of Galaxy's Edge and retheme it to Grogu. I want to make it Star Wars Grogu's Edge.
Grogu's Edge.
I want to go on Star Wars Rise of Grogu, ride Star Wars
Grogu's
Millennium
Run.
Falcon, Grogu's Run. I want to go to Grogu Ogu's Cantina.
Right.
What else can we do there?
Yeah, I want to build a Grogu.
I want to build a Grogu. I want a Kylo Grogu. I want a Gray Grogu. I want all Grogu all the time. I would just move. I would pitch a tent and move in there.
We can also do win a date with Mando because Kim's face when she saw them was all I needed to see. I know where her allegiance is. So like maybe like instead of the Bachelorette, it's the Mandalorette or something.
Is that why the helmet? Is that why the helmet's behind you?
Yes. Yeah, so that's a Sensi Mandalorian warmer. Yeah. Yeah. I think that would be funny. I think the women can win a date with Mando.
Dude, it's not just the women, man. I think
right?
I think everybody wants a date with Pedro Pascal
this is
in their
true.
life.
Yeah,
everybody does.
Keep the helmet on. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Kim. Should have been old school. They went with some bad theming. I don't know. The whole role play crap that was going on there was not for me.
Hi, Kim. I miss you. I was hoping I'd see you tonight. I miss my Kim. I miss my Alan.
Kim. Yeah, Alan joined us a couple of weeks ago.
I know. I'm so bummed I couldn't join.
Yeah.
And he was talking about your favorite park, Disneyland.
Right.
I know. I would do it. Was killing me. I watched it work, and I tried to join in, and I couldn't.
That's okay. Don and I held it down last week, and Alan was with us the week before. You guys
did a great job.
Thanks. We're trying. It's been busy, but
I'm just so glad this epic Jungle Cruise adventure is over.
It's over. Yeah. You got the hat as a souvenir.
I can't tell you what I had to do to get it, but someone did get thrown in the front of the pool.
I should be back next week, Kim said.
Yeah, I'll be here.
Have you guys seen the anything from the new meet and greet with Ariel from the live action remake Ariel meet and greet?
I did. Sorry,
go ahead, Jay.
Sorry, I'm just so excited to see you guys and just talk again. I'm so sorry.
No worries.
I was thinking, I saw a bit from our friends at wwnt.com.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Ariel is so freaking cute. This is just adorable. I don't see how you can't not love this.
Yeah. I saw some footage from Panda did the meet and greet, and he posted it. So yeah, lines are I would think so. I mean, again, it all ties into role models and young people having someone to look up to, and it ties in with the live action. So yeah.
Yes, Kim, it is one of those hats because your favorite monkey is back and ready to dance.
That's a capuchin monkey. So yeah, I mean that's something that's new out there. There's not a lot of crazy Disney news, but the meet and greet is one of them.
There's some neat stuff out there. I'm looking at our friends at wwnt.com just because they're my favorite kind of go-to source.
Yeah,
most days.
Shriner's hat. Kim says,
it is an old school fez. So
yeah. Fez.
It's a fez. So there's new Pride candle holder glasses and glasses at Disney World, and I think I actually need one. I wish Alan was here to see this.
Where are they available? Like Disney Springs or in the parks? It just
kind of seems like across the resort. It seems to be like the merchandise of the month for June.
Okay, good. Yeah. Well, I mean, isn't June Pride Month? Is that what? Okay, right. So is that already available, or we have to wait till June?
You know what I really appreciate, and this is something I never ever thought. Like 15 years ago, I never thought I'd see this in my lifetime. But I love that I can go to the parks and find Pride merchandise year round.
I love the merch. Yeah. I think they do a really good job with it.
And what I like is it's so some of it's cartoony, but there's some very because I'm all about being subtle. I don't put my stuff on Front Street. Right. I like the very cool, subtle stuff that I could, throw in a backpack and not have to worry about having to talk to people.
Yeah, no, definitely.
That's cool, Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, I love seeing the merch, and I think it's really cool. Are you a Shriner?
No, I'm not a Shriner, but I would love to be.
Hi, T9.
This is sad, but I really would love to be a Shriner and be in the parade and my fez and my little car. Beep beep.
Yeah. Mark, yeah, that's one of the things I wanted to talk about. Well, two things about Disney pass holders. So the one thing is the discounts. So, as an annual pass holder, I got an email and I could peruse through that while we're talking. Let me just find it real quick. So there are VIP. There's two different things, which is a little confusing. There's VIP pass holder days as well as VIP and cast member good to go days. So the VIP pass holder days, starting May 31st. Let's dive in. So Explore 4 signing out, pass holder, final wait, Disney Springs. Okay, here it is. Read more. So calling all annual pass holders, enjoy special increases to select Disney discounts May 31st to June 30th, 2023. So during this time, pass holder merchandise discounts at select Disney owned and operated merch locations are going to be temporarily increased from 20 to 30%. So that's a big jump right there. Yeah. It's a 10% jump. And you can use the app. Oh, that's something that we did a couple times while we were there in April. Use the app for speedy checkout. You use a device inside the store and get instead of waiting on the line.
I'm actually excited to try this. I've heard about it, but
go
ahead. I'm sorry.
I've used it. It's a scan and
right.
It's a scan and pay app that's connected with the Disney app. And as you walk out, you show the people your phone. They look in your bag, and out the door you go.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. It worked well. I think I did it twice. During the same time, annual pass holders can enjoy an increase from 10 to 20% on discounts for food and non-alcoholic beverages at select locations throughout Walt Disney World. 20% discount applies to the regular price of food and non-alcoholic beverages, excluding applicable tax and gratuity from May 31st to the 30th of June. And then, of course, it talks about to enter a theme park, each pass holder must sound blah, 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 which I want to talk about.
I'm still sorry to backtrack this late, but the last thing we talked about checking out without having to talk to a shop clerk. Let me just tell you, as somebody who runs a store full of alcohol and gambling and smokes, and I'm suddenly so intrigued and fascinated, and I want so badly to not have to talk to some of my customers.
Right. Yeah.
The ones I have nicknames for. If they could just come in and I don't have to, I can just ignore them. And I'll tell you some of their names after we're done because they're not family friendly.
No, we don't. Yeah, we don't want to talk about them.
You said that, and like my mind for the last minute has been like, yeah, it'd be so nice to just be like, no, I don't see you.
Yeah, I don't want to. You guys go check out through the app, all right?
You don't exist. I don't see you. Just do your thing and get out. Sorry.
Right.
Sorry.
That's all right. There's also discounts at limited time Epcot exclusives, which are the same dates, the 31st of May through June 20th. You'll get 20% off select outdoor kitchens when using cashless form of payment. So they are trying to, wean you towards cashless payment. And there's a bunch of participating locations being like all the different outposts and, food locations. There's also pass holder offerings at Sunshine Seasons and other information. Of course, don't forget your Figment magnet. That's a confusing thing to say. Figment magnet.
Yeah, people are upset about the magnet because it's in the new style of the new Mickey Mouse cartoons. Things change, things evolve. It's just. It's not going to be this way forever. Just enjoy it. It's Figment.
I actually like the Figment magnet a lot, and I love one.
I might be. I know I'm in the minority, but I love the new Mickey Mouse short style.
Me too. Yeah, the rubber hose technology. I love it.
It's old school Mickey, but it's new school Mickey at the same time. Yeah. That's what I like about it.
Right. Yeah.
We're hoping that Figment hangs around. We're going to Epcot on the 23rd, I believe.
Okay, yeah. So you're going to look for a magnet?
So yeah, they're supposed to be at the old mouse gear, whatever that's called now. And there's no virtual queue.
Creations.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
Creations. Well, so the VIP pass holder days are not to be confused with the good to go days that were announced a little while ago for cast members and annual pass holders. And I thought this is something we haven't touched on yet, but among the changes coming to Walt Disney World in 2024, there's going to be good to go days from Walt Disney World annual pass holders and cast members, replacing the current bonus days, but you will not need a reservation. So if it's not a good to go day, you need a reservation, but regular day ticket guests do not.
See, I wonder what Don thinks about this because, oh my gosh, so sorry. Because I'm as a future AP, I'm loving this idea of just okay. There may be limited choices, but I can just go when I want, like the old days.
Now,
yeah,
they I believe it's active now. You can go after 2:00,
2 p.m.
as an AP. Yeah. You can go any day except weekends. Well, no, any day.
Saturdays.
Any day to any of the parks except the Magic Kingdom on weekends.
Saturdays and Sundays after 2 p.m. Right, without a reservation.
Right. So that was nice. That I could I could get done with work. Say, hey Marie, let's go on a Disney date. Shoot down to one of the parks and go to, and if we can get in,
right?
Get into a restaurant, go for a Disney date.
I mean, the only thing is, these are kind of like not going to be pre-announced, or it's like So if I'm an annual pass holder and I go to plan a park reservation, it's going to be like, hey, you don't need a reservation today. Like, how do I find out about this?
It's going to be, if it's the same as the bonus days they used to give us, when your calendar comes up to pick the date, they'll have a star or they'll have something designating, hey, this is a bonus day for you.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So it says in 2024, we plan to offer select days on which our annual pass holders and Disney cast members may visit Walt Disney World theme parks without needing a park reservation. Once introduced, they're going to roll out good to go days on an ongoing basis. This will be in addition to the recent update, which offers the pass holders, like you had said, Don, they can visit any weekday after 2 p.m. without a reservation, except Magic Kingdom on the weekends. So day guests no longer required to make a reservation, right?
Yeah. If you have a dated park ticket, you don't have to make reservations.
So what's the difference between a day guest and a cast member or a VIP holder? Why do they want reservations? Is it for staffing, do you think?
It's also to avoid confusion. Remember how you used to you would book your stay, you would have to get length of stay pass, and then you would have to make reservations on what parks to go to.
Oh, okay.
Before you got your AP.
Right. Okay.
So they've taken that out of the equation. You don't have to, now you have a length of stay, or you've walked up. I don't know how it's going to work with the people that just do the walk up, because it's a gamble. Do you will they have park passes, or will they not have park passes?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't gamble a walk up.
I think the question I have there, Don, is how soon do you think until we see changes to this initial rollout? Is it going to be 3 months, 4 months, 6 months?
What?
Because they're going to do it, and they're going to do it, and they're going to adjust it. So how soon do you think?
What, the Genie Plus?
All of it.
The good to go days.
The good to go days. Yeah.
They have a definite start date of January. I think it's the second week in January. They're going to start that.
Yeah, it's
program.
2024.
Mm-hmm. In 2024. So there's going to be a definite start date. With the way they're doing they already have that in place. They know how. I'm pretty sure they know how they're going to do the VIP and the annual pass date things. Mm-hmm. So that's not a question. The question I have is, what are they going to do with the Genie Plus? They're supposed to be rolling something new with Genie Plus out.
Right. So that's another topic I wanted to dive into tonight. Another announcement was using data that they've been collecting to modify the Genie Plus program. So currently, right now, for Genie Plus, you can purchase it at midnight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Starting at midnight of the day your visit, and starting at 7 a.m., you can select your first return time. And then I believe it's every 2 hours after that, you can select another one. Or if you use it, then you can select another one. So
is it going to be 60 days out, just like they used to do with the Fast Pass?
Right.
You'll be able to purchase your Disney Plus.
Right.
And then start making your, okay, I want to make my first 3 choices, just like you did with Fast Pass.
Yeah. Yeah, I love this.
Now you're gonna have to pay.
I love everything Mark just said, and Mark's a travel agent with I believe MVP. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, Mark. But Mark's a travel agent. But if this is the case, we went exactly where back. When Genie Plus first came out, and we had Len Testa from Touring Plans on, who specifically said, and I agree 100%, I would have just paid for the Fast Passes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I believe we may be learning from this. And please, please, please do it in advance, because I'm not staying up to midnight or waking up at midnight to book it and then getting back up again to do this. And then, God forbid, there's a virtual queue I need. Guys, it's too much. It's too much to be in the park all day and up early and staying up late just to get on these attractions.
Hey, Dave, can I make a big, bold prediction right here and now on
Please.
Was it the 27th or 28th?
27th of May.
27th of May, 2023, at 7:40 Central Time. And whichever way this goes, whichever side of the fence this falls on, my prediction is that we are, through Genie Plus, going to see the return of E, D, C, B, and A ticket attractions. We're going to be paying a price for everything.
Yeah, that's
on
right.
What the old system used to be.
That's what Mark is saying, right? So like the tier, like the Fast Pass, but with the tiers. Yeah. And I didn't mind the tiers. I didn't mind any of this.
And they're going to sell it to us as a digital version of the old e-ticket books.
Right. Yeah. Travel agent community has been begged and pleaded with Disney on behalf of guests to get it back right. Yeah. It's too much, guys. It is so much. The pressure of trying to get a virtual queue from the resort or in the park, and on top of it, staying up. And then some people are not even connected with their families on these trips. They're on their phone, and they are the ones like, the people in the family. They are the planner, right? It's their job to be on the app.
And that is so the opposite of what Walt wanted. That is so a 180 of what Disney is supposed to be about. Which, Mark, if you don't mind my saying, is why you should always use a travel agent.
That
right? Person is gonna be there for you to do all this stuff.
Right, exactly.
Just say it. And Mark's a travel agent. So
when they rolled out the virtual queue for Rise of the Resistance, I could not get on that ride.
Right.
I did not have some 7 or 8 year old that was with the party that was born doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And I got so frustrated. I went to the guest relations, and I talked to a young lady in there. I said, I want to let you know. I said, no, I'm a big Disney fan, and I would love to be able to get on that ride. I said, but I cannot do it. I've tried this whole trip to do it. I can't get on that ride. I said, this is not what Walt wanted.
No.
And I said, you remember going through the history of Disney that they teach you here before you go on stage?
The tradition class?
And Walt sat there on the Jungle Cruise with a stopwatch and timed the skippers. And when he found the skipper that was cutting the show short, he said, "No, every guest gets the same thing." And I argued, I said that, and they were like,
the
"There's
Jungle
nothing we
Cruise is
can
where
do."
you come to lay down the law, baby.
Yeah.
The law of the jungle.
It's a famous story about Walt
Right.
timing the skippers and going, "No, we give them a 3-minute ride. It's a 3-minute ride, not a 2-minute 50-second ride. Every guest needs to experience the
That's
same
because
thing."
You should have a consistent experience.
I'm sorry,
Yes.
I can't help it, but we at the world famous Jungle Cruise are just perfect and do things the most perfectly possible. Perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I'm super excited. This is, I think, one of the biggest things that I'm anticipating from Disney as a change to this Genie Plus system. I really, this past trip in April, I did not pay for Genie Plus at all. I did not buy a Lightning Lane.
And how did it go for you? Because I haven't got to start really talking about it.
Well, so good, and so remember, we do utilize the DAS because our son has a disability, but and we were able to score a virtual queue at 1 p.m. for Guardians, and it went well. I mean, we timed everything out. We had a plan. I did do the pre-advanced DAS return times. So that's another thing and I think in a couple of weeks, we're going to have a show about special needs, and we can go over like the DAS stuff. But if you book 30 days in advance from home, you get 2 return times per park per day. On top of, as soon as you walk in through and ticket in, you can you can schedule another one. So we didn't need to purchase Lightning Lane or Genie Plus. Don, I know you did not as well, right? You did all rope drops.
We did.
And,
we attacked it as a rope drop type of, military operation. Okay,
right.
We're getting up at this time. We're getting on the bus. We're going.
So Don does not need Genie Plus. He uses Marie Plus.
Oh God.
Yeah.
My feet still hurt.
Yeah.
And we're going back tomorrow to the Magic Kingdom.
Nice. Yeah. So what's the plan for tomorrow? Get up what time and head there?
We'll probably we're having a friend meet us in our driveway at 7. We have around 9 o'clock dinner, breakfast reservations at Whispering Canyon. So we're going to drive to the resort, park the car, have breakfast, get on the boat, go to the Magic Kingdom.
Nice.
And we may be bumping into a certain panda.
Aww.
Nice.
Any messages for our friend John?
I miss his hugs and I love him.
Hugs and love is all I've got. Hugs and love.
Yeah. Panda is what I would describe as hugalicious.
Dude, he is the most huggable person on the planet.
Yeah. I miss him. I love being around him
I wish we could get him back, but
Yeah, we have to have him on as a guest again. It's all about time and when he's free, but maybe Don can tomorrow.
Oh my God!
Tomorrow, you never
convince,
coerce, to call in together from the same location.
Yeah, threaten, bribe. I don't know. Whatever. Where are you going to eat?
Whispering Canyon.
And is he gonna?
He's not meeting us at Whispering Canyon.
So bring him a skillet.
Yeah.
Like butter him up, bring him some bacon.
Ooh. Some of their world famous cheddar biscuits with a little butter on it. I'll put one in my pocket.
Now
you're talking.
What you need to do is take the bacon and you stuff it in those cheddar biscuits, a little cheese, and there you go. There's breakfast right there.
And he may say yes.
I have to tell you, there was some kind of dynamite cinnamon rolls that had bacon in it at the Whispering Canyon.
Yum.
It sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
We ordered it. It was the driest cinnamon roll I've ever ate. It was. I was like, you got to be. I was like, Disney knows how to do cinnamon rolls. How could they mess this up?
Yeah, and you would think with bacon in it, it would have the built-in grease. I mean,
pizza and burgers. That's all I have to say when it comes to Disney. Pizza and burgers.
Pizza.
Yeah, but have you tried? have you gone to downtown Disney and did the where Marie and Enzo's, the pizza shop right next door to
Not
it?
yet, but I have been to Via
Oh.
Napoli, where I got the best pizza I've ever had on Disney
Yes.
property so far.
That's
I'd agree.
They're very, very, very similar.
I'd agree. And
Yeah.
and best, this is best quick service, but still the sit down Restaurantosaurus. I've made my point very well known on this show several times.
Okay,
The burger there is good.
We need to have the ultimate discussion about this one day.
Right, like best. Well, and we can do best burger on property.
There were a few times on this misadventure where I was laying back in the Jungle Cruise boat looking up, going, "Yeah, no, David, I need to have this discussion on the show."
So of course, the best burger is going to go to Pecos Bill.
Well, right, but so we can have categories. Like, I mean, of course, you're going to get a really good burger at like Steakhouse 71, right? But that's I think we're talking.
Yeah, I was going to go. You just stole my Steakhouse 71.
Yeah, so let's categorize it, right? But for me, in the middle tier, Restaurantosaurus burger,
Pizza Ponte. That's it. Mark, you're right. Yeah. Pizza Ponte.
Ah, okay, that's where and so their pizza's like Via Napoli.
Though I think it's run by the same people. It's the same parent company.
Okay.
Via Napoli and Pizza Ponte. I think they're very the same.
Yeah. Boardwalk pizza.
Sorry.
I've had that boardwalk pizza window.
You know where our pizza went? Kim got a slice. We were waiting for the boat one day. Colton got a hot dog. Kim got pizza. I took a bite and I threw it in the garbage. Now it may have improved since then.
You know where the best pizza on Disney property is? At Universal Studios.
So there was some guy that has a YouTube channel and he goes around rating pizzas.
Yeah.
Yes, I've seen this.
You're talking about Dave Portnoy?
The One Bite Review?
One bite.
He rated Pizza Rizzo.
Yes.
As like a 7 or an 8.
Well, he was.
I wanted to call up Disney and said, "Hey, you got a crazy person on property right now."
I think it was a 6.7, but he was rating it based on, like, so he also does like based on where it's from. Like, okay, so this guy Dave Portnoy I follow, and the pizzeria Kim and I always talk about, Nancy's Townhouse Pizza, which is in Rahway near us in New Jersey, give it an 8.8. That's how good it is.
As much as people rag on Rat Pizza, I honestly, I almost never hear anything bad about it in conversation.
What, the Pizza Rizzo?
Yeah.
I don't think anybody does.
I just like to call it Rat Pizza.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody even,
But
the only thing worse than Pizza Rizzo is Pizza Safari.
So I've had that pizza years and years ago. I think maybe on our first visit because we didn't know better with Colton. Not good.
Yeah. The only thing good about Pizza Safari is the air conditioning and the water bottle fill. You go in there, you pay for it. You pay for your nice soft drink. Maybe split a. We got a chicken Caesar salad that we split, and we and use it as a cool down place.
Right. So they got some good AC, Pizza Safari and Pizza Rizzo. Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And in the Florida heat, the good AC makes or breaks a restaurant. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Better have a pumping. I had mine set up. I had to raise it before the show because my basement's freezing.
Can I sit right under the vent? I'll tip you $50. Thank you.
Yeah.
So. Let's see.
Did I miss anything else in the any big news? I don't think so, right?
I have to do a public service announcement again. Pretty soon Marie's going to come in here and just take my soapbox away.
What?
When a cast member tells you keep your hands and arms inside the vehicle at all times, they mean it.
Diz Idiot of the Week. This is the Diz Idiot of the Week.
There was a guest on Navi River Ride. Now it's not Navi River Rapids. It is not Navi River Roller Coaster.
It's Small World in the Jungle.
It's it's Small World with a better song and a better.
How dare you, sir? How dare you?
Listen, I don't want to poke my ears out when I get off Navi River Ride.
Okay. So here's where I'm at.
So this guest was hanging their foot out, lounging back, hanging their foot outside the boat. As the boat approached the dock, their foot, their foot got trapped between the boat under the dock. A very observant cast member was right on top of it that day and hit the shutdown.
Right.
They had to stop the ride, evacuate the people off the ride, bring in EMS, and cut the section of dock to get their foot out.
I would have charged this person with whatever it costs to remove it and reconcrete and rebar and do.
Again, if they tell you to step back from the door, step back from the door. If they tell you to keep your hands and feet inside the car,
this is why I really wanted to make this need to make a thing, because people's behavior is just getting so bad. It's like the two dudes who were laying down in the fountain at Epcot.
Yes, they're lounging, literally lounging with a cocktail.
You can break your skull. You can cause someone else to. It's like, why? What is it about Disney parks that is causing people to do the worst behavior? Because I'm still calling it. It's going to be like 3 people in 1 week to get hurt because of their shenanigans.
How about the guy who showed up at Disney Springs with his surfboard to surf the fountain in the town center?
Hey, sir, this is private property. We can now have you trespassed. Get out.
Yeah. And then just recently, the fountain broke.
Yeah.
Did he cause damage to it?
Just look at the queue for Railway in California. People have snapped off, broken anything they can get their hands on from the queue.
Really?
Yeah. It's they gave California a Tokyo level queue and attraction, and people are treating it. Sorry, Nas, but like Knott's Berry Farm.
In Tokyo Disneyland, one of the guests, one of the things that guests can pay for is to be a janitor for a day at Tokyo Disney. They pay to go and sweep up.
I would actually do it.
No, I'm not paying to do your work for you. You pay me.
Yeah, I would like to experience that.
I think it's a under 13 experience. They give them their little jumpers.
You know what? You teach them right off the bat. Hard work means something.
I'd be 50 and older and doing that. I would love to just have a job at Disney World, any job.
And then tell me if you're in Shanghai or Disney Shanghai or if you see water running by you and it's not raining, be careful.
Yeah.
Because of a cultural thing.
Right.
So it's like, okay, that's interesting.
Right. Yeah, I've heard that as well.
Hello.
Yeah.
What so unfortunately tonight our guest Aaron Tapia had to cancel. So Aaron is a bird trainer at Animal Kingdom and he was going to join us, but he also had a family emergency to tend to. So we've got some shows lined up for the future in no particular order. Where is my schedule? Here it is. So we're going to reschedule Aaron. He's going to be on. We're going to talk about the birds at Animal Kingdom and the training. I did rewatch on my business trip the Disney Plus episode, that all of them, but the one that talks about Animal Kingdom and the animals and the birds. We're gonna revisit Disney memes because, of course, since the last time we talked about that, there's been so many more great Disney memes. We are going to do a special needs show.
Wait, they're not called memes?
Are they memes? I don't know. Memes?
I like to call them memes because I'm childish.
Meme. Apostrophe.
Is it an at or an AT-AT?
Exactly.
It's an AT-AT.
What do you feel comfortable? What do you feel comfortable saying? Is the question.
We could have the Mimi Awards. And we'll have a trophy, a Mimi trophy to give out for the best Mimi.
With Mimi Driver on it?
Mm-hmm.
We can put Mimi Driver on it.
Mark Ambrose says, Memes. I thought it was memes. I'm sorry.
I
Hey, listen,
still like
tomato, but we are gonna revisit our Disney memes. We're gonna do Universal Epic Universe, which I have to do a lot of homework on.
I'm so excited for that episode.
Right, we're gonna dive
so
into
sorry
that.
for yawning to tonight. I'm so sorry, audience. I can't help it tonight.
He's so tired. It's the hat. It's weighing him down.
It's been a harrowing adventure. I just got back.
Yeah. No worries. Special needs show. Again, we're going to talk about that. We're going to go over the advanced DAS selections. We're going to go over visiting the parks with special needs as a family and how to plan and do some things. So we've got some good stuff lined up. And again, hopefully schedule Aaron Tapia, bird trainer at Animal Kingdom, very soon. So,
hey, Dave, before we go,
yeah.
can I give people a piece of advice I discovered this week that I think everyone should know? So I got this lovely Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. It says Hollywood Tower Hotel. Magic Band Plus. You know, it's got everything I love. The Tower of Terror. Jeez.
Oh, it's a plus. Okay, yeah.
It's the plus. And there's the tower, and the puck is the old Twilight Zone swirl.
Love it.
I mean, I even broke my no character rule because Mickey and Minnie are on one side. And I was just so excited to get this in the mail and like plug it in and link it to my MDE. Here's something I didn't know that I think everyone should know. Once a Magic Band Plus is linked to someone's MDE, it can never be unlinked. So I'm glad I'm glad I didn't pay much because I'll never be able to use it. Don't buy Magic Band Pluses used, kids. That's what I learned this week.
So it's a used one.
It's a used one, and once the Magic Band, unlike the regular ones, once the Plus is on someone's account, it is forever on that account. You cannot take it off. You cannot transfer it. So
people are selling their Magic Band Pluses resale, but they're of no use to the resale purchaser.
Right, and I didn't know that. I
didn't know that either.
I saw it on eBay. That's the one I've been looking for.
Right.
It's only $8. Boop 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 boop.
It cannot be unlinked. Although you can have them pass bands removed or make sure they're still linked because we bring several with us in case we lose one.
I got the Magic Band I wanted for a really good price, but I can't
use it.
Well, you can wear it as a decoration. Mm-hmm. Now it becomes jewelry.
Yeah, I have a jar of Magic Bands as decoration in my house.
It's just gonna go with my other Magic Bands and just it'll be on the bottom. It'll be called the failed Magic Band Plus.
Hey,
word Jay, to the wise.
Did you hear about the housewarming present we got you?
What? Oh, Twilight Zone? Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Isn't your favorite ride Winnie the Pooh in Magic Kingdom, Jay?
That bear and I will have a that's so cool,
but in the trunk there's a Winnie the Pooh all tied up with duct tape on him.
You know what? Just like in Pulp Fiction.
Running out. Oh dear.
Oh bother.
Piglet's poking him with a stick.
It's been 21 years at Disney, 22 years at Disneyland, and 24 years at Magic Kingdom, and I am still bitter that bear took out the country bears, and
you don't have
Toad.
You don't have a grudge.
At least we still have the bears. You guys still have
right. But I've been keeping my eye on that bear for decades because don't turn your back on him. Winnie the Pooh has a kill count.
Maybe one day we'll be Disney Idiot of the Week. We'll be like, man visits Walt Disney World, punches Winnie the Pooh in the stomach. It's like, Jay.
Okay, seriously, I would never hurt a character performer ever. But if anyone has to come in, it's cool. There's a reason Pooh and Ka the snake from Jungle Book sound the same.
Hilarious.
Because, I'm just saying.
Same person.
Just saying, they're the same.
I want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in tonight, and definitely again wish everybody a happy Memorial Day, especially to our men and women of the armed forces, and thank you very much for your sacrifice. We fully support our armed forces. And I really hope everybody has a great rest of the weekend. If you're off on Monday, remember why. And I hope to see everybody next Saturday. Please tune in. We again love your engagement and appreciate your time. And Jay and Don, thank you so much. Go ahead.
And if you're visiting Lowe's on Monday, take a look. It might be my Lowe's. I'll be working.
You're there Monday.
Yep.
So if you're visiting Lowe's on Monday and you happen to see Don, please make sure you say hi.
If you're in a rural county in Missouri, you need real cigars or THC product or alcohol of any sorts or tobacco products, I'll be there.
Go see Jay. Say, Skipper Jay, hook me up.
I don't give people discounts. No, it's not my store.
Yeah, mention Now That's Disney for a 5% discount.
Well, I would only go for the free samples.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Kind of like Costco, where you walk around and go crazy.
Right. You know what? We're bringing the tastings back. The Friday night tastings, where for 3 hours we're gonna have the booth out and we're gonna open up bottles and give people samples. And we were supposed to start last week, but no, my coworker, my one only coworker. His mom had to get so sick he had to leave the country. So, thanks, dude.
Well, it's not his fault. Come on.
Oh, come on! I've been working on that project for like 2 months just for his mom to get sick. How inconvenient for me.
It's on the back burner for a little bit, Jay.
Right.
You'll be okay.
I bumped it 3 weeks, and
Project B.
We have 2 amazing local wine companies that are going to come down and bring us some stuff to sample. And
nice.
But we're so far in the middle of nowhere. I really can't help anybody watching. Sorry. unless you want to get on like the old fashioned Oregon Trail wagon and like hoop-de-doo it down here.
Yeah. Everyone have a terrific weekend. I love you guys. And we'll see you next Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Here's our outro.